So this is my response to Brandon Patton's question, which is following the logic of Kenneth Waltz. Do you think the Middle East would be more stable if Iran is allowed nuclear weapons? And I would say no. Um, Waltz makes the argument that it doesn't matter who has nuclear weapons, it'll result in deterrence regardless of who has it. And I don't agree. I mean, imagine what if the United States didn't have nukes and North Korea did? You know, do you think that's gonna? I think that matters who has nukes. But what if Russia had nuclear weapons and the United States didn't? I think communism would be the dominant form of government currently in the world. They would have pushed their socialist communist agenda out across the world with no one to stop them. So I think it does matter who has nuclear weapons. Just like out on the street, you know, the cops, you know, they have the biggest weapons, the biggest guns, and the criminals have to respect that, you know. And I think it's the same thing. I also disagree with his statement that whoever gets nuclear weapons behaves with caution and moderation. That is totally false. I mean, look at Russia, the Soviet Union, and the Cold War. I would not call that caution and moderation. Obviously, they had to be cautious just because of the threat from the United States. But they were still pushing, you know, their agenda. They invaded Afghanistan and other countries and pushed communism. Also, look at North Korea. I don't think anything about the regime over there is caution and moderation. I mean, they're imposing their will on their citizens, and Iran is doing the same thing. I mean, look at Israel. That's the only other country that has nuclear weapons in the Middle East. Do you think it would be a good thing to have Israel, which is the size of New Jersey, squared up against Iran? You know, two players in the same region with nukes. I don't think that's good. I don't think that'll result in anything good. And Iran has not necessarily acted rationally. This is assuming people are going to act, these countries are going to act rationally, and I don't think Iran is going to act the way that in a rational way with anything.